People think put their kids in martial arts just because, it helps with discipline, it helps with focus,
Yeah.
and it does.
Mhm.
But the side effects of moving your body those different ways
Mhm.
are far more beneficial than, the surface level stuff that most people see.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And I feel like I always hurt for those parents who are like, I just want my kid to learn discipline, or just like I feel like these like moms really who are like, just help my, like, it's probably a son, right? You just think stereotypical, like, learn to be disciplined, or take care of him, like movement, all the things, all the ADHD things. And I'm just like, man, I wish moms could grasp, and that's I would assume that's definitely where your place comes in, of like moms could grasp even for themselves how important all of those skills and everything come in, because especially like as a therapist for the last 4 years in Cheyenne, Wyoming, I feel like most therapists struggle with working with kids because of the parents. It's not because of the kids. It's like the parents need the education and they need the discipline and they need the understanding as much as my 5, 6 year old client.
Yeah, or it becomes a competition.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed is, especially since opening my own school, we're not focused on what I like to call trophy factories.
Yeah.
Tournaments doesn't mean we won't train you for a tournament. It just means it's not our focus,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And because that's not our focus, and our focus is more about the foundation, the physical, the mental.
Mm-hmm.
I end every class with meditation. And I got kids who couldn't sit still for 15 seconds, sitting still for a 2-minute meditation now.
Wow.
And 6-year-olds.
That, you better be teaching some schools.
So, but parents focus on the competition. They want their kid to see the trophy, and I'm not talking about participation trophies. They want their kids to be winners, and so high school sports become a thing. Are hell, and here in Cheyenne, this is probably, I don't know if it's just because my kids are older now or what. I never noticed this anywhere else I've lived, but here in Cheyenne, I mean, kids are doing full football camps at like 8th grade, and I'm like, really? And you wonder why your kid's out there causing trouble. I mean, don't get me wrong, team sports are fantastic, but they're not built to build discipline. They're not built to build foundation. They're built for winners. That, every team sport is built for go out and, crush the other team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's a different mindset. I'm not saying don't put your kids in kids sports. I'm saying put your kids in something that's going to teach them foundation too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But a lot of parents will spend thousands of dollars on team sports and not bring them into a martial arts school. And I've had conversations with parents who have brought their kids in, their kids doing fantastic, and they said, I've tried this, this, and this, and this, and it's never stuck. Well, that's because they felt pressured to do it. They enjoy being here,
Yeah.
and if we enjoy something, we learn it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like, I feel similar about team sports in the way that, like, I feel like parents are using that as a supplement for like everything else, right? Like, instead of like building actual community or like things that are going to really support them or drive the kid into like better values and having like a purpose and a meaning, like they're just hoping that the sport is going to replace that in their lives.
hmm Or I like to call it the I never did it factor.
Mm. Okay, and explain that.
Yeah. So, you're trying to relive your glory days.
Oh, the parent.
Is I think yeah, the parent. The parent's trying to relive their glory days. Maybe they were the high school quarterback, maybe they were the linebacker, maybe they were the high school cheerleader, and they're now trying to relive through you because they never made it past that high school moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that is really hard for like people in Cheyenne in particular, because people grow up here and they never leave here, and then they're all like stuck here, and they all like for some odd reason think that they're still the same person that they were like 10 years ago when they were in high school with all these other people that they're running into the same local bar their parents were at. Like, it's like I never did anything, and we're still all here not doing anything.
Right?